Hey guys, welcome to Cats Out the Bag. Make sure to subscribe, and if you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on YouTube or listen on Spotify.
Hello guys, it's me Robyn and welcome back to Cats Out the Bag. So guys, by the way, if you're new here, then definitely subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Give it a follow if you're on Spotify. Give it a 5-star rating, because why wouldn't you if you want to help me out? But yeah, welcome back. This is super exciting. This is now the 4th podcast. Isn't that actually crazy? I can't believe it's the 4th one already. Like, oh wow, I'm proud of myself, considering I'm at uni. But anyway, I'm just gonna go on to my story. I posted a little story to get people's opinions. Where is it? Right. Okay, this one is a bit funny. I think I've only been doing this for 2 weeks, so this is the second question that I've got, and then I will obviously keep doing this. If people are enjoying it, let me know. So, weird one. Anyway, so the question from this week was, can you have multiple best friends? And the answer, right, is a bit shocking. Give it a comment below what you think the results would be. So 50-50, would you think, like, the answers were only yes or no. So can you have a best friend? Yes or no. I was quite shocked at the results, to be honest. So it was 100% yes. Everyone thinks you can have multiple best friends. Obviously these are just meaningless questions, like, you know. But I was really shocked that people actually thought that you could. Like, I always think, like, best friend, you know, you generally think like that's just one person, but the answer is generally yes. Like, everyone has said yes. And yeah, personally, I don't know, I wouldn't say I have like one. So yeah, actually I would say that the answer is yes as well, to be honest. I thought that maybe... Yeah, you know what? I think when I was younger, I always thought that you could only have like one best friend. Like, it would be like, okay, this is my person that I'm going to spend the next couple of weeks with, and then you'd have a new best friend, and it would be someone else. But I feel like it gets to a certain point in life, and you feel like you have loads, like, or like all your friends are close, because I used to have like loads and loads of friends, but they wouldn't all be like close ones, if you know what I mean. So like now, all of the friends that I have, I'm very close with, or they're just like acquaintances. Like, I wouldn't consider them like a friend of mine. But yeah, I'd say I have like, I don't know, like 5 close friends, and then I don't know, like 2 of those five I'd go to with everything. So I guess I'd say I have like 2. But yeah, I guess it varies for everyone. Like, some people will still say that they have like just one best friend. I feel like connections can be different with different people though. So they could be like your best friend for certain things. Like, I have friends, for example, who I would go out clubbing with, and then I have friends who I would go to lunch with, and that's just how it is. I've gone off on a bit of a tangent, but yeah, I would say you definitely can actually have more than one best friend. Yeah, you know what, when I put up that poll, I was thinking, nah, no one's going to say yes. But yeah, and if you want to get involved with all the polls, then definitely jump onto my Instagram, because that's where they all are. The Instagram is just Cats Out the Bag. If you search up Cats Out the Bag, it should come up. I mean, I don't have that many followers. It's Cats Out the Bag with 3 T's rather than 2. And the logo is the same as my Spotify, so you will be able to find it. But anyway, should we do a little catch up of the week? I feel like I should do these at the start of all the podcasts, and then for the people who want to skip straight into the dilemmas, then, oh yeah, I haven't even said, today's one is a dilemmas podcast, which is exciting. So I have quite a few dilemmas for you. These ones do generally tend to be longer because I ramble a lot anyway, and then I'm answering questions as well. So yeah, dilemmas, they're longer, aren't they? So this will probably be a longer podcast. Oh my gosh, I'm rambling again. It's just what I do. apparently. I do need to actually make a setup. I'm going to put like fairy lights on this wall, I think, like make it cute, so that this will be my background for my podcast, because when I'm here it's literally impossible to find a cute background. Like the wall opposite me is bright yellow. I'm not going to film there realistically, so I do need to find like a cute place to film. I do not know yet, but sitting on my bed seems to be what we're going with at the moment. I mean, it's a plain grey wall, it's not ugly, but it's not cute enough for a podcast. Should we put little Simba in here and then cute? So yeah, weekly roundup. So it's actually only Wednesday while I'm filming this. I should probably film them on like a Sunday, because then it feels a bit more like a full week. This is currently my 3rd week. Oh my god, it's my 4th week. It's my 4th week at uni. I've been writing 3rd week in all of my... Is it my 4th week? You know what? I don't even know. I've lost track already. There's me thinking like I'm never going to lose track of the days. It's my 4th week, I think. When did I start? 26. Oh no, it's my 3rd week. 3rd? Oh, this is so difficult. When did... No, I think I started on the 26th. Yeah. Oh, right. So my actual lesson started on the 26th. This is my 4th week here. So I've been here a month now. That's weird. It's going well, I guess. I have only been out a few times. Haven't really been living the uni life. I only went out in freshers, and then I kind of stopped a bit because I was like, I kind of need to focus on my actual degree. Very smart of me to take my advice. But yeah, I think I'm going to go out tonight and Saturday this week. Why not? I think George is coming up at the weekend actually. So I think he's coming up on Friday, sorry, and leaving on Sunday, because he was going to come up. No, sorry, Alicia was going to come up this weekend, but she's cancelled on me. No, I'm joking. She's just busy now. So I think I'm going to ask if George wants to come up, because I'm not going to go down, because I'm going down next weekend. Why do I keep saying that? Like, where I am is not even down to where I live. Oh, I'm getting it all confused. Anyway, yeah, so this week, I mean, it's proving to be a lot harder this week than any of the other weeks, but this week has gone so quickly, like, it's actually a joke. Monday and Tuesday are my hardest days, and I'm just so happy that I've got those over and done with. Like, I've got the hard part out of the way. Tomorrow's not great, and neither's Friday. It's only 3 hours each day, though. I'm so sorry, I'm so tired. But, yeah, it's only 3 hours each day. I start at 11 tomorrow, so I'm not sure if going out's like the best idea, but the club that I'm going to tonight like closes at like 12, so it's alright, because I'll be back in bed by like 1, and then like you get a solid 10 hours sleep. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. There's me thinking I was going to get like no sleep. That's actually pretty good. So yeah, and this morning I woke up to a fire alarm at 10:30, which was horrible, to be honest. I woke up with it, and oh my god, I was like, there's no way I'm doing this. But it was just a drill, like, it wasn't an actual fire or anything. They do drills all the time. I feel like it's people smoking in their rooms. So thank you to everyone who's smoking and ruining my sleep schedule. But yeah, so we also had one on Sunday night at 2:30 a.m. 2:30. Why are people not asleep at 2:30 on a Sunday? What are you doing at 2:30 on a Sunday night? You're not out in the club, are you? At 2:30? Oh, you know what? I was like, what is actually happening? So I was a bit rubbish, to be honest. I felt so shit that next day, because I had a 9 a.m. and 2:30. I was up until like 4. Because I'm really bad at sleeping, and I was just like, whoever is smoking in their room at 2:30, bye, leave. And it's just made everyone like, I want to drop out, because this hall's not looking good. And also I found out today that everyone's already looking for houses to live in next year. So how the hell do you choose who to live with, and why are people already doing house viewings? That actually scares the hell out of me. Like, what the fuck? Why are people already looking for houses? I've been here a month. It's October. by the time this is out, it's probably November. No, it's not. No, sorry, I don't know. Who knows? But it's October while I'm filming this. How the hell are people already looking for houses? Apparently they have to be locked in by December, but if you want to get a good house, you need to find it like right now. But I don't know who to live with. Like, there's some people who like seem really great at the moment, but it's like, how do you know if you're going to like them in a year's time? It's just terrifying. There's some people who I can kind of tell that I'm gonna get along with, if you know what I mean. So maybe it's just safe to go with them. I don't know. Anyway, should we get into the podcast? Let's get into the dilemmas, girls. Girls and boys, whoever's listening, I don't know. I haven't actually looked at my demographics to see, because I'm trying not to focus on the views yet. I know the views are going to be shocking because I haven't even posted it on my YouTube yet. I don't know why, but maybe I'll film that video just after this. Anyway, so the very first dilemma is... Right, I don't know if I should move in with my boyfriend yet. We've been dating for 2 years and he's just asked me to move in, but I'm unsure if it's the right path for me. For context, I'm 21 and he's 23, and I just love coming back from work to my own space. Straight off the bat, you don't want to live with him, do you? You love coming back from work to be on your own space, and I completely get that. I can imagine, like, I love seeing my boyfriend and everything, but I can imagine, like, after like a long day at work, if you're like working like 8 hours, you just want to come back and chill. And if you're coming back to then having to, like, I say having to spend time with them, but you know what I mean, like, you're coming back and then you feel like you should, when you actually really just want to relax. Like, it's a bit of a difficult situation to be in. I do completely get that. So I feel like maybe, so he's a bit older than you, been dating for 2 years, he's just asked me to move in. I would say stick it out a bit. I'll just say, look, I don't know if you've just started your job or whatever, but I'd just say, look, at the moment I'm just finding work really stressful. I'm looking forward to coming back and like just kind of having my own time. I really like me time, as you know. Just be like, I enjoy doing my hobbies. I don't know, if you like playing PlayStation or whatever. I feel like, yeah, I just want some time to do this and actually relax after a long day. I'm sure he would understand that. He might be a bit like, well, why is your time with me not relaxing? I don't know, it might turn into a bit of a kerfuffle there. But if you're saying you just love coming back to your own space, maybe it's not the right relationship. I mean, I don't know, because like, I can't wait for the day that I'm going to be coming back every single day from work or uni or whatever, and like coming back to my boyfriend. I feel like that would just, oh, I don't know, it's just so nice. Like, the idea of that is just so nice. But yeah, like, I don't know, maybe he's not the right person for you. That might sound a bit far-fetched, but if you're not enjoying coming back and being with him, then, you know, like, what do you do during the week? Do you just not spend time together during the week? Is it like more like you see him just at the weekends? If it is like that, maybe the relationship's just not great, because I always find that like throughout the week I always want to see my boyfriend. Like, I'd want to see him on like Wednesday, halfway through the week, and then also the weekend. Like right now it's Wednesday and I'm like, really missing you. You know, like, I do struggle a bit with that. I don't know, maybe, surely you phone him though, like when you get back anyway, and you like talk throughout the evening or whatever. I don't know, it just seems that maybe this isn't the right relationship for you, sweetie, which is absolutely okay. But maybe you should like do a little trial, like, not like actually move in with him, but maybe like stay at his for a week, and go to work from his. And then if you don't like that at all, you know, you're not ready to live with him, you might be listening to this thinking like, no, but I do want to be with him, so Robyn, shut up. But maybe do that, do like a little trial run. That's probably what I would do. Just like move in for like a little bit, like maybe, or maybe you could do it like over Christmas, if you have time off over Christmas, or I don't know. Then that is a very magical time of year. It's very hard to not be okay with someone over that time of year. I'd just say trial run it, move in with him. Oh my gosh, there's an alarm going off in my kitchen. Lovely. yeah, as I said, I'll just trial run it, see if you feel like you're going to be getting on with him, and if you do think you are going to be, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but if you can, I'm really sorry. Yeah, if you feel like you can live with him, then you have no problem there. But I would say, rather than just cutting it out from the start, I think you really, really need to actually give it a chance. Like you're saying, you think you like your own space. Well, you do like your own space, but maybe you like coming back and seeing him even more than that. So I'd definitely just, as I said, try it out. There's no harm in trying at all. Anyway, should we move on to the next dilemma? Is it okay to be friends with an ex? Okay, this is a bit of a difficult one, because I would say personally, I wouldn't want to be friends with an ex. You know, they're an ex for a reason. But say you were together for like 2 months or something, and it just didn't really work out. If you were friends before, then I think it's absolutely fine to come back and be friends after. Like, if you were like in a big friendship group and then you're like, oh, let's try things out, like see how it goes, I like you, you like me, and it didn't really work out how you planned it, then you can kind of just go straight back to being friends. I feel like that's fine, that works. It is quite like, it can be quite healthy to stay friends with an ex, I guess, because it's like not like blocking people out of your life. Like, you obviously liked that person. If you were with them for like 3 years as well, it is difficult to just go from talking to someone every single day of your life to just blocking them out. Like, that seems quite impossible. Like, I talk to my boyfriend a lot. Like, I call him like while he's at work. If he's like doing some jobs that involve like being in the car, I'll call in. I FaceTime him at night, like every single night, unless like I'm out or he's out. Every single night we talk. It's not like we don't talk to each other when we're not together as well. So I feel like, even though maybe I don't see him as much as like the average person would, because obviously we're more like long distance now because I'm at uni, I don't really talk to him like a lot. So I know that like if we broke up, it would be like crazy, because I've been talking to this person every single day of my life, and then suddenly not. Like, I find that that's a bit harder. But then I guess it might be quite hard that, say it's just one person's decision, or like, so yeah, okay, if like, I don't know, for example, I don't know, there's no context to your dilemma, but if, I don't know, your boyfriend broke up with you, your girlfriend broke up, I don't know who you are, but, and you still wanted to be with them, then you have a bit of a problem, because obviously you want to be with them and they don't want to be with you. So every time you see them, you'd be like, oh, was I not good enough? You'd be getting bad feelings. And then if you're seeing them with someone else, you'd feel like shit because you want to be with them. So I would say that's a bit of a difficult one. I guess it really is dependent on the situation, because like, if someone cheated on someone, you don't want to see that person ever again in your life, because you'd be so angry. Unless you're really strong and you can forgive them, then creds to you, because I could not do that. There's absolutely no way I could forgive someone if they cheated on me. But yeah, well done to you if you can. I don't know, I feel like it's so dependent on the situation and the people involved. Like, some people are able to just be so happy and healthy and positive with their exes, like after they've been in a relationship without any complications, and I don't know, I feel like I'd struggle with that, because like, especially if you still love them, that's when it's so difficult. I feel like it'd be just really painful to stay friends with an ex, you know. I don't know, I'm not sure. You can definitely be friends with an ex if you just broke up because you're like not compatible romantically or something like that. Like, that would definitely work, you know. Because like, as I said, if you're like friends first or something and you just don't see yourself being like compatible as a relationship, or maybe even if you started out thinking you really liked each other, like maybe you just find them attractive but they just need to stay a friend. So yeah, but if it's for more serious reasons, I would definitely suggest like staying away, because you're just going to be like thrown into a pit of sadness. That was very, wow, Robyn. I feel like it might be a bit dangerous, and then you could end up like sleeping with them or something again after you're friends. after you've broken up, sorry, or your friends, and then it just gets messy and you just don't want it to be messy and it could just turn toxic. And then if you, we haven't even started talking about if you started seeing someone else, like what if you then started seeing someone else and, oh sorry, if they started seeing someone else and you like had to watch that because you're their friend, like, sorry, that's just horrible. I could never imagine that. Like, I feel like for the first couple of months it'd be absolutely fine because you can like well, if no one's in a relationship or anything like that, then it would be fine because it's just easy, isn't it? But as soon as anyone starts seeing someone, that's when it gets really, really difficult because that's a nightmare. Like, oh my god, that is a nightmare. I would be so jealous. I know I would. I'd personally just cut ties, especially if I was in a new relationship. Like, that's just a bit unfair on your new partner if you're still like meeting up with your ex. I'd say if you're going to stay friends with them, the best way and the only way that you can do it is if you stay friends as a group. Like, never meet them on their own. That's just really not okay. You need to like give each other some space. I'd stay way out of their love life. You don't want to be asking them what's happening or anything. Don't, I don't know, it's so difficult. Like, you don't want to do anything that's just going to cause stress and hatred between you two, especially if you do want to be friends in the future. Just don't go flirting with them because I know it's going to be something that you're used to and it's going to be so easy, but I just wouldn't go doing that. It's just not smart, is it? I don't think it's a good idea. So definitely steer clear of any flirting or anything like that. But yeah, so I am being left out of my next dilemma, by the way. I didn't even say that. Sorry about that. I'm being left out of my friendship group. What should I do? Oh, this is so sad. I really wish I had more context for all of these. Like, is this a friend group of 3? Is this a friend group of 6? If it's a friend group of 3, people always say 3 is a crowd. I never used to really believe that, but I feel like if you're best friends with 3 people, sorry, like you and then 2 others, I feel like 2 people are always closer. I mean, I actually had like a little 3 and like they would go off and meet up without me and then I'd like meet someone. You know, it was fine. Like, but when it is sad is when they start meeting up and not inviting you. That's the sad thing, and I guess that's what's happening here. I don't know obviously how many people there are, but I would just personally speak up about it. I'd probably say like, look guys, I feel a bit left out. Like, maybe you have a boyfriend or maybe you have a girlfriend or I don't know, but maybe they're just struggling because they feel like you're always busy or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, so if you're like always busy or you have a boyfriend who you're like trying to see all the time, fair enough, you're allowed to do that. Then maybe they're like feeling a bit like they shouldn't ask you because they know that you're seeing your boyfriend. Like, if you had been saying in class or just pretending you're in school, but if you'd been saying while you're in class like, oh, I'm seeing my boyfriend this weekend, then, and they had plans that weekend, they're obviously not going to invite you because they know. Obviously I don't know the situation, so I don't know if that's the case at all. If you're just being left out for no reason, I feel like that's really not okay, and that's why you should be speaking up. Just remember your worth and your value. Like, you're not worth being treated like shit just because they had to do something. And like, it's so bad actually. Like, I just don't understand. They are not your friends if they're leaving you out. That is just bottom line. That's not your friend group. If they're leaving you out, it's so shit. That's not okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just avoid any sudden first thoughts because yeah, they might be wrong. Like, if you're feeling like they're leaving you out like for malicious reasons, it might not actually be that. Like, as I said, it might just be because you spend a lot of time with certain people. Maybe you have other friends who you want, and maybe they know that and they don't want to like intrude on your other friends. But I would definitely speak up about it, and maybe just say like, hey guys, do you have any plans this weekend? Like, I'd love to see you guys this weekend. Maybe you should plan it yourself. And just be like, yeah, so I was wondering if you guys wanted to go shopping this weekend. Like, I haven't been for a while, Christmas is coming up. Literally anything, like, anything to get yourself involved with them. And just let it out and tell them how you actually feel, because they're not going to know. Like, they don't know what you're feeling. Yeah, it's a bit of a rubbish one. But yeah, I really hope that works out, because that's really rubbish. But as I said, I would just speak to them. It's like really, really unfair on you what they're doing. So I would definitely just speak up about it, because it might not be for the reasons that you think it is at all. It might actually be something completely different. And they might be like planning a surprise birthday party or something, you know. I just wouldn't jump to conclusions. Anyway, next dilemma. I shop way too much and can't stop buying clothes every day. Oh my gosh, was this one sent in by me? That is me. I have had a package at uni pretty much every single day or every other day since I've been here, and I know it's so bad. It's actually awful. I cannot believe that I've been doing that, but like, I shop so much. I literally shop non-stop, so like, obviously I'm gonna have things come all the time. Like, while I was at home, I literally didn't stop shopping, and since I've been here, I've actually realised that I am really struggling with having clothes for each day. Like, obviously I'm having to put on an outfit every single day of my life. Like, I know it's not got to be something fancy, but the weather is literally impossible to deal with. Like, I just don't know what I'm meant to be doing. Like, it's freezing one second and then boiling the next second. It's literally so hard to dress for the right weather. And I found that because I didn't bring any t-shirts with me, because I came in September, like I came at the end of September, why is it so hot? I just don't get it. I don't know if it's just hot like this year, or if this place is just a hot place. But like, you know what, I know what the problem is though, because it's definitely the fact that my lectures are like 20 minutes away, so by the time I've walked out, I'm boiling hot. Like, I went out in a vest top today, but then it is like 16 degrees. Why is it so hot? I just don't understand. It's not meant to be this hot at this time of year, and it is stressing me right out. Oh well, I guess. Oh. It's so annoying. Like, how do you actually stop shopping? I wish I had the answer to that, I'm not gonna lie. I really do. Because I need the answer for it as well. So if anyone else listening has a solution to stop a shopping habit, then let me know. But I just find it like, why would I stop, you know? Because I love it, it makes me happy, and I need clothes in order to live. Today I have just ordered a black t-shirt, and I ordered a coat yesterday. I've also ordered a long sleeve t-shirt today. So yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest, because I'm not good with that. But yeah, I've ordered a black t-shirt and a grey t-shirt just because like I need them. Like, this time of year you just need warm clothes and cold clothes. It's a really horrible mix, I don't like it, but I'm spending around, like, I ordered a coat yesterday that was £40. I've spent £30 today. I spent £20 the other day. Like, it's just, it's not okay. I know it's not, but I have a bit of an addiction. Like, I wore a vest top today. That's not normal. I need to get some cooler clothes, clearly. Well, I'm ordering a t-shirt, 2 t-shirts today, so that should be enough to cover me until, God, I hope it's cold in November. Like, come on, this is meant to be like the coldest time of the year. I got a memory today that it was like a flashback memory, and it was this time last year on Snapchat, and it was a year ago, and I was in a hoodie with a coat over the top this time of year. Like, what? Oh, I need to start being on time to my lectures, I think, because then I can walk a bit slower, because at this point I'm literally running. But like, if I'm on the 4th floor, what am I going to do? Crawl? No, I'm going to walk up the stairs, so I'm going to get exhausted and sweat. Anyway, next question. I feel like this podcast quite a long one. I feel like we've got to half an hour point by now. So, finding out your friend has been talking bad about you behind your back. How to deal with it? Oh my goodness, that is so shady. You know, I've had this before though. It's the most horrible feeling. Like, I actually I remember I trusted like my friends with like something that was quite a big deal, and they went and told like 3 other people, and I was like, what? Why did you just do that? Like, it was so shady. And like, the other people told me straight away, but I remember feeling like I had to like explain myself, and it was just the most horrible feeling ever. I was like, why did you do that? It was really horrible. I'm really bad at cutting people off though, so I'm actually still friends because I'm really forgiving. Like, when people apologise, I'm so forgiving. Like, if you say sorry to me, I'll forgive you, but if you don't apologise, then I'll hold a grudge forever. That is my mum FaceTiming me. Oh, I really want to pick up. Oh, I've got one more dilemma, but then I will call her back. So yeah, I'd personally say I'd just confront them, because you shouldn't feel like you have to explain yourself at all. It's the most horrible feeling. Like, I felt so shit. I remember like literally crying because I found out they'd done that. Like, it's horrible when you think they're a friend and then they're not. That's the worst part. But I would say, yeah, just confront them, and then if you do confront them, hopefully they'll like apologise and explain why they did it. And if there's no reason and there's absolutely no explanation at all and they don't apologise, then I would cut them off, because that's not really okay. Like, what do they think they're doing? They're literally, I don't know. It depends how you found out as well. Like, did you find out through another friend? If you found out through another friend, it's very likely that they'll not want you to say anything. They'll be like, well, don't tell her I told you. So it's really difficult for you to say, but maybe just wait it out and see if it happens again. And then if it keeps happening and this friend keeps telling you, I'd literally just go to her and be like, so do you have a problem with me? Like, I feel like you've been a bit off with me recently. Don't say that like your friend has like been saying that she's been talking bad or anything like that. I would just be like, look, do you have a problem with me? Like, I feel like recently we've kind of drifted. And then hopefully she might say something. Or I love how I go she. Like, I just assume that it's girls being bitchy, because it probably is. It's not going to be guys talking bad about people behind their back, is it? Girls are so bitchy. Girls can be so bitchy. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the best way to do it. Anyway, how to deal with negative comments about my hobby. This is the final question. I keep just randomly saying things and not actually stating that I'm going on to a new dilemma, so I'm sorry about that. Negative comments about my hobby. There's none of that. Like, none of their business. I don't know how to go about that one. What is the hobby? If it's a really creepy hobby, I kind of get it. But then again, like, you do you. Like, you can go do your own thing. Does it matter what they think? No. I don't know. Negative comments about my hobby. I would say just ignore it, personally. I'd be like, so? Like, why does it matter? If you're enjoying it, then why does it matter what other people think? That's what I'd say anyway. Maybe I would just ignore them. I really would. Yeah, there you go. Ignore them. I don't know what else to say to that one. Sorry, it's hard when I don't have much context. But yeah, so that is actually the end of today's podcast. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for watching this video. Definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Turn that red button grey, guys. Come on, let's subscribe. I'm getting lots of views and no subscriptions, which is quite sad. You know, it's how it's going to work for the first couple of months, isn't it? First couple of years, probably, because I need to actually promote it on my channel. But yeah, so Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're listening on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, then definitely give it a follow and a thumbs up. Is that what you do? No, a follow and a 5-star rating. We'd love a rating over here. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me in today's episode. If you want to leave any dilemmas, questions, or anything, then just send them to my email, leave them down below, whatever you fancy. It doesn't really matter, I will find them. But yeah, I'll see you guys next Thursday. Adios.